Hello and welcome to this video tutorial. I'm your host Norbert Wiedermann, and in this tutorial I want to introduce you to the TISCH library. I'm going to show you where you can get information about this library, where you can download the source and how to compile and install it. And finally I want to show you some demo applications to give you an impression about the library. You can find information about the project on our SourceForge website located at tisch.sourceforge.net. The source code and release versions you can find at sourceforge.net/projects/tisch. We also have a wiki where we do some documentations about the structure of the library. The wiki can be found at sourceforge.net/apps/mediawiki/tisch/index.php. But now let's start with the first URL. Here you can see the steps we have to do in order to get everything set up and running. First of all, we need to download the libTISCH source. So open a web browser and go to tisch.sourceforge.net. So I have a browser here, so tisch.sourceforge.net. Here you can see libTISCH is available for Windows, Mac OS X and also for Linux. So I am running here Windows 7 machine, so I click on Windows and just follow the steps to download the zip file. I store the file in a prepared folder called demo. After the download is complete, switch to that folder and unzip this file. We also need Freeglut in order to get the TISCH library running. Okay, let's switch back to our web browser and follow the link freeglut.sourceforge.net. Here I have my web browser, and as you can see, Freeglut is also directly linked from our TISCH library website. We are interested in the download, so select download from the left-hand menu and find version 2.6 under stable releases and follow the steps to download the zip file. Store the file in the same folder as you stored the libTISCH zip file before. After the download is finished, switch to this folder and unzip this new file. In the next step, you have to rename the folder and remove the version number. Then you open the folder and find the Visual Studio solution and open it. The solution was created with a previous version of Visual Studio, so you have to convert it. After this process is finished, you can uncheck this one and close the window. Then you have to switch from debug to release mode and compile the solution. So this will take some time and I will pause the video. After everything is finished, you can see it was successful, and then you can close Visual Studio. Next you have to open the project from the libTISCH, so find it in the libTISCH folder, the solution, and open it. Here you also have to convert it to the newer version of Visual Studio. So after that is finished, you can uncheck this one and close the window. Then you have to switch from debug to release. But before starting the compilation, you first have to copy the freeglut.lib and freeglut.dll to the build destination of the libTISCH folder. So switch back to your Explorer. Find in the Freeglut folder, in the release folder, the freeglut.dll and the freeglut.lib. Copy those and insert them in the release folder of libTISCH. So here you can see again the overview of the steps we have to do. We just finished step 2 with the compilation of Freeglut and copy those libraries to the build destination. So we continue with building libTISCH now. I'm here in the Visual Studio project of libTISCH. I have switched to release mode and now I can build the solution. So this will also take some time. I will pause the video. So the compilation is done and we can switch to the release folder where we just compiled everything. And in the next step I want to show you some demo applications. So now I want to show you some demo applications we have. I want to start with the demo.exe. So the first thing, we have to go to the release folder and start the gesture daemon. And then we can start the demo.exe. So first things first, we have to start the gesture daemon. And then the demo.exe. But since I'm using a mouse as input device here at my computer, I have to provide this setting to the application. Therefore, I have to create a shortcut and select Properties and provide here :-m. That means use the mouse as input device. And then we can double click on this shortcut. And as you can see, the application is now running. As you can see, we have different boxes, larger ones and smaller ones. You can select those boxes by clicking with your mouse and dragging your cursor. You can use your mouse wheel to rotate the boxes. First you have to click and select the box, then you can move it. And now by scrolling on your mouse wheel, you can rotate the box. You also can scale the boxes by pressing Ctrl when you have selected a box. I select this one here. Press Ctrl and then use your mouse wheel to scale the box. Once again, rotating, select the box and scroll the mouse. Scale the box is by selecting it with your mouse button. Press Ctrl and then use the mouse wheel. We also have buttons checkboxes, sliders of course, a dialing, and we have text boxes with on-screen keyboard support. So I can remove this and type in hello space world. Close it again. You can close the application by pressing Q on your keyboard and closing the gesture daemon by using the normal closing function of the window. As a second application, I want to show you our picture viewer. Here you also have first to start the gesture daemon and then you can start the application. So first let's start the gesture daemon, and in this case I also use the mouse as input device, and this setting I have to provide to the application. I do the same as for the demo. I create a shortcut, select the properties and provide -m and click OK. So now I need some pictures I want to show. I have prepared some in my folder here. I copy the whole folder to the release folder. And then I have to provide the path to each picture, also to the application. I select properties and enter the path to the pictures. Having done that for all the pictures, I click OK, and then I can start the application. Here you can see all the pictures displayed. It's the same in the demo. You can simply select the picture by clicking on it and then moving your mouse key. You can rotate a picture by clicking on it and hold the button clicked and then rotate with your mouse wheel. And you can scale the pictures by clicking on them, pressing Ctrl and then scroll with the mouse wheel. You also can go full screen by double click on the bar, and it works the same way. As in the demo, you can leave the application by pressing Q. So that's it for this tutorial. Here I have you a wrap up about the commands and programs I used. I say thank you for listening and your interest. Goodbye.